So back before Christmas last year, Christian came up with an idea that he and I would get matching 1872 pistols and get one for my son-in-law, Jeremy. We'd present them at Christmas, get them engraved, and then we'd have this nice family heirloom. So here we are. Let's take a quick look at our initial shooting that we did just to break them in. Jeremy couldn't stay to shoot with us, but you'll get the drift. And then we'll come back and take a couple of quick looks at the firearms themselves. This week on That Little Farm Productions, we're going to shoot our 45 Long Colt 1872 open top replicas. And our target of choice today, old Diet Barks that Christian has had for over a year. We're going to fire and see if we can hit any of these. This is the first time these guns have been fired. Should be fun on the bun, because it's an interesting way to load these.
Right down in there.
There's not one in that chamber, so
then you can hold it unsafe.
Right.
So you load one, skip the chamber, and then load the next. That's how you do it.
And there's 5 or 6 in there.
5.
Right. It's a 6-round chamber. 5's in there.
You always go 5. You don't want to go 6 because the firing pin, you can see it will rest like on the actual primer.
Which means it could go off if you're.
If you bump it or if you hit something or something, you know.
Right. Here we go. The virgin firing. So there's the ejection rods on the side.
Yeah. It's kind of finicky, but then you push it out, and you got to kind of make it. You see right there where that little lip is? Sometimes the chamber doesn't quite move over all the way. Put it in a half cock. There we go. Be careful because they're going to be hot.
Oh man, you can smell them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when you injected that, it was like, whoo!
And then we always go all the way back. We go forward. There you go. I believe in you. All right. This is for all the old people. You're shooting a little high. Yep.
So these are the holes where I was aiming just a tad bit low. So you can see coming in, it's just a little round hole. Going out, yeah, that's a little more, but out of 5 shots, I did manage to kill 1 can. I knocked another one off because I was a little low. We got 3 more to murder. Let's kill them.
You could try.
You don't be a toe. Maddie, you should try shooting this.
That was good. All right, first up is the 1872 open top, the original. For its time, this was the gun in the Old West. For better or worse, this is actually a replica from Cimarron, whatever. It's based on the 1872 Colt. This one's got the Army grip. There's an Army and a Navy grip. Don't ask me why. But anyway, they're very faithful to the original design. It's got the single click, so you can load it as Christian showed you You open up the little thing here, and you can load and unload from there. The extractor is on the side. You bring it back, and I don't know if it'll show up in the video, but pops out each individual shell. Go to the next one, pop it out. So that's kind of the workings of it. As Christian said, when you loaded it, you always wanted that hammer. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera there, but you can see the hammer. It's actually in between right there. You did not want that resting on a shell inside this chamber, so you always had an empty chamber that you had it in while you were, you know, doing your stuff, so it didn't go off accidentally. So anyway, that's the original. This little jewel is a replica of, it's chambered in 38. Originally it was chambered in 44 and 45. But this one is a replica of the 1873 Colt single action revolver, sometimes called the Army SAA, because soon after its release, the Army adopted it, and then soon after that, everybody else did. For obvious reasons. It's got a few extra upgrades, but it loads pretty much the same way as the 1872. You know, one at a time. Keep one empty so that the hammer that's in between there is not riding on a active live shell. And you know, the extractor is right here. You don't have to turn it to the side like the other one, and I don't know if you can see in the video, but it rides much closer to the edge of the chamber itself. Sometimes they're a little finicky in getting out on the 1872, but this one, the extraction is pretty easy. Yeah, this one was, this is the one they used to call the Peacemaker, also known as the Cattleman gun. It's got pretty much the same action as the open top, but just a gorgeous, beautiful little gun. All right, so there you have it. Our first, I guess you call it our first gun video. If this is something that you enjoy and you want to see more of it, we do have different guns and we shoot quite often. So let us know and we'll maybe add this to our repertoire. So anyway, thanks for visiting. Have a blessed day.